Good morning, YouTube. Hope it is well. It's still around Christmas time, so excuse the jumper. It's a bar humbug one because apparently I'm a grumpy old sod. But there we go. So kicking off today, we have the world's pipe Flow Act premium vaporizer. Now they must use that term very loosely, the premium, because going into this, I honestly didn't expect a great deal. But what I did expect is a functioning product, and it is to a certain degree. Now I gotta give it its dues. There is some really nice design details in this. It's just it should be in a more of a premium price range, personally. Now this, in my opinion, in fact, actually, before we go any further, YouTube, this is a vaporizer for quitting nicotine, and I am a trained professional idiot. So please don't take this down or restrict it. So, going forward, when you get the box, it just pops open. It is cellophaned up, but obviously I've been using it to test it and get my opinion on it. And I thought, is that it? Is that all you get? Well, like an idiot that I just said I am. You take out the box. You take out. No. And in here, you've got a USB-C charging cable, a little cleaning brush, and they call it a dab tool. But unfortunately, I would not want to put rosin through this, or extracts. You also get a few spare screens. I'll show you where they go in a minute. And a little booklet. I thought it was actually a bigger booklet, but it must just do in this one. It goes through. Oh, I've just been gathering some information. So, yeah, again, typical of cheap and Chinese type products. I've just been on Amazon, where I've bought this from, to gather some information so I can relay it back to you guys. And it actually said it's just 5 watts on the machine, it says. But in here, it says it's 40 watts. And yet again, the size is totally different. I'm not going to get a tape measure out. It's very, very comfortable in the palm of your hand. It's very small. Apparently, well, every measurement, it's 90 millimeters tall. So from there to there, it's 90 millimeters. And I've got in this booklet, it's 31 across, but it actually says 25 or 50 on the Amazon website. Again, typical cheap. One person inputs one thing and another person inputs another. But yeah, so it's roughly 90 by 30 by 15 to 25 thick. Really nice, comfortable in your hands. I was looking for the, sorry, okay, that's where it's probably got confused. Somebody's inputted it. It's a 5 volt, 1 amp charge, basically. It's actually got, I've just found out, 1000 mAh, whatever that is, amperage, 3.7 volt battery. So I'm going to jump straight into this one because I knew going into this that these cheap vaporizers are just to get you by, basically, and they say they are premium, but I will yeah, no. it's not very good. Right, so first things first, how to load it. So it's very easy and very simple. All these cheap vapes load exactly the same. Even my Mighty loads the same, except you get the option of a cap, a dosing capsule. So you just pop the top off, and this in here is where that little screen goes. Look, as you can see, I've used it because obviously I can't give you my opinion on it if I don't use it. And inside you have a ceramic coated bowl. It's quite a nice size, actually. It's a good size, but unfortunately I don't know why they made the bowl quite big when the battery is really small. I will go into that again in a second. Really easy functionality. It's got a little button in the middle. Press it 3 to 5 times. 5 times. And it'll flash until it's warmed up. You'll see how long it takes. So just say it was 33 when I started. So that's 3 seconds. It's about 30, I think, 30 to 60 seconds, about a minute. I'll double check. What I'll do is off camera, I'll time it and then put the time on here somewhere. Let's just wait for it to warm up. It doesn't take long. I'll say it don't take long. You watch, it's not going to work now. There we go. So I've got this on the white setting, which is 420 degrees Fahrenheit. Yet again, I'll put the Celsius markers down here. If you hold it, it'll flash and then it'll change colour. So it's on green now. Now it's getting to temperature, so it's probably going to try and cool down. Yeah, there you go. I've cooled it down to its temperature. Hold it again, it should be blue. There you go. So now it's flashing again because it's got to warm back up to the temperature that I had it up before. Oh, there you go. And I actually thought this one was a red colour, but it's actually white. So, usability and ease is absolutely perfect. It's lovely little pen. I can't remember how long it stays on for. Yeah, again, I'll have a look again. So you'll have a little session of that. There is one thing I found out today about this, and the airflow is here and here, as you can see. And apparently, I'm not taking this apart. I may do a breakdown of it one day. Is the airflow. This is one thing that worries me about the cheap pens. And I see these. I'm going to say kids because they're like a quarter of my age, sucking on the disposable vape pens, right? And one thing that worries me is they're literally just sucking on a battery, right? And that is one of the things, major concerns that used to happen with these. But looking on their website, it says it's an isolated chamber and it doesn't flow past any components, which is a good thing in my eyes anyway. So ease of use, really good. I get that 10 out of 10, really. Anybody can use one of these. Loading, I always find these a little bit awkward. Even on the Stores and Bickles stuff, the chamber is wider, shallower, rather than deeper and smaller. So it is a little bit of a faff, but you'd get used to it. And if you just want this quickly on the go, it's good. It's really, I've got to give them really good credit for like just the shape. Although saying that, I might not be allowed to say this on here. I might get a mark or whatever, but this is a fake G pen. I think it's a Dash, I think they call it. Whether they make them 4G pen and put better components in them, I don't know. And I don't know if it is actually a copy of them. It just looks very, very similar. Yeah. Slow and steady. It's gone off, look. About 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. Slow and steady is the best thing for this. Now, even on the highest setting, it doesn't really produce a great deal. And the effects from the same flower that I get from a quality vaporizer is totally different. I just don't think it quite catches up or quite gets up to temperature enough to utilize the product inside. I mean, I'm bashing it a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's meant to be a premium vaporizer. 30 quid, I mean, you know, it's like 10 times less than like what my Mighty cost me when I first bought it. So, you know, you will see me and you will hear me reference Stores and Bickles products quite a lot because I did say in my last video, I'm an absolute massive fan of them. And I think, bar the problems with the Venti, I've never had issues with them. Not like they did with the Venti, but anyway, besides the point. So what have I covered? So it's got a 1000 amp battery, whatever that is. It's got a ceramic bowl. It's got 3 heat settings, 390, 405 and 420 Fahrenheit. It's got isolated airflow. The only one problem I have with it is the battery. I don't think is as powerful as they reckon it is, because my first time I used this, I got out of the box, put it on charge for 24 hours, put it on the blue, and had, I'm going to say, a session out of it. I didn't use all the flower up or anything like that. And I come to use it the next night, and it died. So the one thing you would have to do with these is keep it on charge, which is a bit of a ball ache, really, because you want it to work when you want it to work. And if you're only getting one session out of it, and I don't even think it was one session, it was I had to turn it on twice. So I turned it on the first time, I had a 3-minute session, turned it on the next time, and another 3-minute session, and it was dead. In fact, that's why I said to you, I'm surprised it actually went to thingy, actually heated up. Now you can see the slight unquality. If you can look at can you see? Oh, it shows up. You see all the scratches on that already from my teeth. maybe I shouldn't chomp on it, but I like to sit there and hold on to it, and it is already scratching. It's not the best. So if you're looking for a really tight budget vaporizer, this would get you by. If you want to be serious about vaporizing dry herb, then I would invest. But as it is, it's a lovely little pipe. It is what it is at the end of the day, and what can we do? 30 quid if you want to get into vaporizing. If it's one of those things, right, if you don't really want to invest in a £300 to £400 or £300 to £500 dry herb vaporizer because you think to yourself, oh, if I don't really like it, then I've spent all that money and I can't just send it back because I don't like it. This will get you in the door. There was one thing I was going to say about this. Flavour wise, absolutely nothing. Like I said, I've been vaping the same product for a good month now, and I find in my daily driver that I have to vape so much, stop, let it cool down, and vape again because it's so peppery and spicy. Whereas this, you could chomp on it all day long, and there's no real flavour. It's not the best, but there we go. All you'd have to do is take the products out there, save it, and bong it later. But there we go. That's my 2 pence worth on the Flow Act by World's Pipe. Isn't the best, but it'll get you by. See you on the next one, guys.